Race 1 of the season and qualified in an 8th position for the first race of the season, so let's go, go, go! And yes, hopefully we can gain some positions at the start, as I think that I have a silly strategy today with 3 stops, and think most of the field will be doing a 2-stop strategy, so it's very important that we gain some places. Hello, welcome back to the channel. We are still in Master, and this season we should be fast if I have done everything correctly. But first we need to check the tire suppliers. There have been some massive changes in the tires. The Yokohama has been completely reworked, and some other things have changed as well. The Hancock is now further up the page, and the Badyear is now further down the page. So quite a lot of big changes that will have some effect this season. At this moment I currently don't have a technical director. It will be a big focus point to sign one before race 1 of the season, and hopefully we can find a nice lovely technical director. Let's take a look at the driver, how he is currently looking at the start of the season after almost a full season of racing and training. Yes, he has dropped 5 concentration in the season reset because of his age, and most likely I will be training fitness training and spa resort this season in order to get the energy back, and of course the stamina is always important, and of course sponsors are also very important, and currently I only have one active sponsor on the car for about 9 million in total, and in the upcoming races there should be another sponsor that I can complete for some more sponsor income, but overall this isn't really great. And let's take a look at what for technical director we have for the season. So we need to do some bets, and in the end I ended up doing 2 bets, as someone made a bet for the technical director that I had last season, so needed to make another bet. So in the end I ended up with the second choice, but he has some nice pit coordination, and he isn't that expensive, and he hasn't any bonus money for when we get some decent results this season, if we get decent results this season. Before we take a look at the tires for the season, let's quickly check out the car. At this moment, before race 1, I have the 26th best car of the group. I think it's pretty close, and we can certainly improve a little bit in the car. And this is how the car currently looks at the start of the season, and at the end of last season I downgraded a couple of parts, and of course we can always gain a little bit more testing points, but I think the car is pretty decent enough to go pushing flat out, so let's go and do that. And of course it's time for the most important thing of the season, picking the tire supplier. But first I would like to thank you all for voting. We got 47 votes this time, and Hancock Tire has won the vote. And of course I like the orange, and I like the idea of the Hancock, but we will see what happens. Maybe it will happen, you never know. And it's time to pick the tire supplier, but first let's run down the tires. Let's start with the PP Rally, and the other rookie and amateur managers need to be aware that the durability has changed from 1 to 2, so your past data will give some different readings in the races that we will be having this season, so be aware of it. Then we have the Avon option, a great option to retain with wet performance, but you look at the dry performance and it has only 1 bar compared to the 3 of the Yokohama and the 4 of the Dunlop, but your big advantage is the durability. You can go 2 stops whilst the Dunlop needs to do 3 in the colder weather, so that's where you can get some points, and maybe in colder weather you can go a compound softer than the other tires and have an advantage that way. And of course the Yokohama has the same things for it going, but only in dry conditions, as it is no longer good in wet conditions, so be aware of that. And then we have the Dunlop, the basic tire for Pro, and you can use it in Master as well, but be aware that in Master there are some other tires that can have a big advantage, and most likely the fast guys in the group will have it, and you could be struggling in the mid-pack with the Dunlop and Master, so be aware of it. And then of course we have the Continental that we used last season, and not that much has changed about it. I believe it has 1 less durability this season, I could be wrong, but not that much has changed. And then we have the Hancock. The Hancock is now further up the page, where the Battier used to be. And in my mind, it's possibly the best tire that we can pick this season for Master, with a stunning 7 performance in the dry. And even the wet performance have been increased to 4, whilst we have a durability of 1, so it's quite bad. But we have a warm-up distance of only 2, so it should be pretty good in qualifying. And in really cold weather, it should be much better than all the other tires. And then of course we have the Battier tire. It's a good all-round tire if you really want to promote in Master. I don't think you really need it in Pro. It's a little bit on the expensive side for Pro. If you have a good solid package that is really fast, you can take the Battier and perform all season long. Whilst with the Hancock it might be too hot and you will struggle to get a podium or a victory. And then of course we have the Michelini and the Bridgerock. Those are basically only for elite and you shouldn't really pick them, as the Michelini has now lost some durability as well. I don't think it's worth it now in Master. I think that's what they were trying to do with it, so don't pick one of these, they aren't worth it. So that leaves us with the tire pick for the season. As said before, I really like the 7 dry performance of the Hancock, and it's time to go for the Hancock. I think it will be worth it, and let's go for it, and hopefully it will be a cold season and we can get some decent results this season with the Hancocks. So let's sign the contract. Yes, let's sign it, and contract has been signed, so hopefully we get a cold and chilly season with no rain or very little rain, so let's go! Race 1 of the season, and qualified in an 8th position for the first race of the season, so let's go! And yes, hopefully we can gain some positions at the start, as I think that I have a silly strategy today with 3 stops, and think most of the field will be doing a 2-stop strategy, so it's very important that we gain some places and that we are able to do our own pace to make this strategy work. Let's see what happens. So far we are up into a 5th position after lap 1, so I think that is a nice start to the race. So after lap 1 we are in 5th position, so let's keep going, and hopefully we aren't being blocked and we can do our own pace. Yes, I think so far it's looking good. I'm not quite sure if points will be possible today, but we'll see what happens. And it looks like we are being held up by the car in front of us, so that isn't really that nice. Yes, hopefully we can get past, otherwise the strategy will be difficult. I'm not really sure if we even have the pace. Oh lovely, we got past, so now we can see if we have the pace to do the strategy. Pit stop is coming up shortly, and it doesn't seem like we really have the pace in our hand, and we are into the pits for our first pit stop, and we are back out on track in 31st position. And hopefully we aren't being held up by the slower cars, but it doesn't look that good, so we are definitely bleeding some time at the moment, and pit stops are happening, so we are gaining back some positions, but I think we have lost a couple positions, so we are now currently in a 15th position. I believe we were in a 5th. I think everyone has stopped. I'm not quite sure about that. So yes, we definitely have lost some time, and the strategy isn't the best one, so points won't be on the table today, sadly. And yes, more pit stop happening. That might be the one-stop cars, if there are one-stops. Yes, there will be definitely one-stops, too many pit stops. So yes, so where are we now? And time for a second pit stop, and we are back on track in 21st position. Hopefully, we had a driver mistake. Hopefully we have currently beating the one-stop guys, but it isn't really looking that nicely. Yes, it should definitely have gone for a different strategy. So this is really too silly, even for me. Where are we? Oh yeah, in 18th positions due to some pit stops. More pit stops happening, and we are in the 14th position, but yes, this race is basically over, and we can go to the next one and hope that it will be cold weather that suits our tires, and then hopefully we should have the speed. And our last pit stop is now done. Back on track in 28th position. 28th position, and we are gaining some positions, but doesn't really matter at this point anymore. The race is messed up, and yeah, not what I was expecting, to be honest. Yeah. 2 more laps to go. Where do we finish? Do we finish 24th? No, we finished 23rd. And of course, we are also checking out the race analyze. So let's check it out. And we started in the lovely 8th position with 65 CT. Still had some energy left over, but couldn't really do that much more due to the tires. Should have gone with softs or mediums. The extra soft was a silly choice that wasn't worth it. And in the end, we finished 23rd position. And we continue with a weather update for the upcoming race at Spa. It's raining in qualifying in both sessions, but the race start will be wet, and afterwards it won't rain anymore, so that gives a perfect opportunity to do something. As it's hot, we will most likely go with a hard tire, so we need an advantage. In order to get that advantage, we need to do something with the race strategy, and I think today is the perfect opportunity to do it. So we need the rain tires for qualifying, and we are doing 15 liters of fuel in Q2, so that means that we will be starting on rain tires at the start of the race, but we are trying to do something silly that actually works. So 15 liters in the qualifying, whatever, we don't have really good wet tires. Let's continue to the strategy page to explain the strategy. We are fueling for 20 and 21 laps, hoping it will rain long enough. When it rains, we have set it to dry tires, and we are boosting at lap 2 to get rid of the fuel. So we will be pitting at lap 4, even if it's still raining at that point. If it's still raining, we will be coming in and pitting for dry tires. If it gets dry on lap 4, we will be coming in for a normal fuel stop, and the wait 1 lap penalty won't count for our car, so we can have a normal pit stop. And we are doing a one-stop strategy today. Hopefully that works. We'll see what happens. Race 2 of the season, qualified in 24th position and starting with rain tires like many others, I believe. But we gained a couple positions at the start, so that's lovely. So now we are boosting, and I don't think we have, we are losing 5 seconds a lap, and it's dry on lap 4. Exactly what we really want, so we are into the pits, and now out pits. Where are we? Where are we? Yeah, we are in 27th, but some cars still need to pit, so we will be gaining a couple of positions. So after the pits, we are in 21st position. Yes, lovely. But we are not fast enough, and I don't think that the strategy is really working. The hard tires might have been a mistake. The mediums might have been a better option, as I'm definitely way too slow, not quite sure, and had a driver mistake, lovely. But now cars are making a pit stop, and we aren't, because we only need to do one more stop in a couple of laps time. So we are currently up to a 16th position, yes, 16th, which becomes a 15th position. Which is a 13th position, and we are into the pits. So let's see, where are we after the pit stop? In 22nd position, so yes, no cars in front or behind us, so we'll see what happens. Of course, some cars ahead of us will need to make a pit stop, but I don't think that we will be able to get close to the points today. Don't have the speed, and the car... the strategy isn't the correct one, I believe. So we are currently in 18th position with a couple of laps to go. We have a car pressuring from behind. And someone needed a pit stop, and we finished the race in 17th position. So let's check out the race analyze for race 2 of the season, and we can see that we started in 24th position. At least with the rain, I did everything perfect, as good as possible. 65 CT, some energy left over. Strategy, yes, I think definitely a medium tire would have been a better option. I don't think the hard was worth it, just not fast enough. And in the end we finished 17th. And after the race we have a sponsor update, as after the race we completed the sponsor, and we have a new sponsor on the car for some additional income. Hopefully the sponsor will stay for the whole 17 races, so we'll see what happens. At least we got something new. Today's video is sponsored by... Oh wait, I don't have any sponsors. Subscribe now! Race 3 of the season, qualified in 14th position, and at the start we gained the position into 13th, but it looks like we don't have the speed to follow the cars ahead, so we need to look backwards. So points will be most likely not happening today either. That is a small disappointment. There is a car in front that is breaking down, and we will soon gain a position. So luckily for us, we will be in the 12th position in a couple of laps time. And yes, strategy today, I have selected a 3-stop strategy. I think most of the field will do something similar, and after the first pit stop, where are we on track? Yeah, 19th so far, but more cars need to pit as there is a wide pit window. Yes, definitely some cars that are doing 2 stops, but we are still back into a 12th position, so we haven't lost any positions in the pit stop, so that is at least nice to see at the moment. We had a driver mistake and lost a couple of places, down to 17th position, but we didn't have the speed anyways. Pit stop is coming up shortly. Yes, not yet. Next lap, and into the pits we are, and yes, second pit stop, and pit window is open. Other cars will pit as well, hopefully. Yes, I think they will pit in the coming laps. Yes, there they are, back on track. Let's see where we are after our second pit stop. Looks like we are currently in a 19th position on track. Oh, more cars stopping, but that is the 2-stop strategy, I believe. Yes, indeed. And we are now currently in a 16th position with one more pit stop to go. Yes, sadly points won't be happening today, so we'll see where we end up. Don't really think it really matters where we end up today, as points aren't on the table. And yes, last pit stop of the day, the 3rd pit stop, back on track in 21st position. Let's see if we can gain a couple of positions. Yes, lovely, up to a 20th, which becomes a 17th, a 16th position, and I think that is it for today. A couple of laps left remaining. Yes, indeed, we will be finishing in 16th position, I think. Yes, indeed, 16th position today. Race analyze for race 3 of the season. Let's see what happened. So qualified on soft tires in 14th position, did 55 CT, didn't start with full energy, but still some left over. Could have used a little bit more CT on the tires, but at least we had some very nice pit stops at the end of the race, which ended us up in a 16th position for today. So yes, a 16th position. So let's check out the race summary, and we can see we finished 16th, but we had the fastest pit stop of the entire group. So at least that is nice to see that the technical director is doing his job. Race 4 of the season here at Anderstorp, qualified in a 6th position today, so hopefully we can score our first points of the season, and it looks like that we can't follow the pace with the cars in front, so we'll see what happens. At least we are doing our own pace. There is a gap opening up a couple of cars behind, so it looks like points position could be possible today. We'll see what happens with the strategy. I believe I am doing a 2-stop strategy today. Hopefully everyone else is doing a similar strategy today, and pit stop is almost coming up, and yes, one more lap, I believe. Yes, indeed, into the pits we are, and back on track in, where are we? 16th position. Yes, lovely. Are we? Yeah, I think we are slightly stuck in traffic at the moment, so that isn't very great at the moment. Hopefully we don't lose that much time in the traffic. I believe these are the 1-stop cars that we will be having today. Oh, we had a driver mistake and lost a couple of positions. The pit stops are now currently happening, so we can see where we are on the racetrack, and looks like that we are in 10th position, but the possibility of a 7th place is still possible today. And of course we have one more pit stop coming up in a couple of lap times. Hopefully we can have a nice pit stop. Yes, one more lap and we will be in. Yes, and where are we on track? We are in an 8th position. So that should be the first point of the season, hopefully. I don't think anything more is possible. We have a single car behind that is pushing us. I think energy will be okay, hopefully. And yes, a couple laps remaining. If everything goes correctly, it should be our first point of the season. Sadly, we should have had a lot more. but the season isn't going that great. Oh, a car smoking up ahead, but I don't think we can catch it. And we've had a driver mistake and didn't score a point. And time for the race analyze for race 4 of the season. Let's see what happened. Did a 2-stop, started in 6th position, 65 CT. Plenty of energy left over, could have used more, but don't think it really would have mattered in the end. And yes, strategy, I think it did the correct strategy, and in the end finished at 9th position with a driver mistake on the last lap, sadly, so still no points this season. Race 5 of the season, qualified in 11th position today, and we are going flat out. And today I have decided to go for a 3-stop strategy. I think most others will do a 2-stop strategy, so hopefully it works out and we can gain some positions on the start. Yes, lovely. It looks like we can gain some positions. We are already up a couple places and we can gain even more. Yes, lovely. And after the first lap we are in 6th position at the moment, so lovely. So we gained 5 positions in the opening lap, so we are 6th after lap 1, and hopefully we have the pace, and hopefully the strategy is correct as well. It looks like our pace at the moment is quite okay. We can't really run away. We are losing time. I think we don't have the speed for the strategy that I would like to do, as I am holding up some cars and not getting closer to the cars in front. Yes, so at least 6th will be the best that is possible today, but most likely that won't happen with the 3-stop strategy. That's for today, and almost pit stop time, one more lap, and into the pits we go. And let's see, where are we after the pit stop? We are in 26th position. Oh no, 28. Yes, of course, I think everyone else is basically doing a 2-stop strategy, making it very hard for us if we don't have the speed to get a decent finishing position. And now that the pit stops have been done, it seems like that we are in 15th position, question mark. We might have lost some positions and some time, not quite sure what happened there, really. Yes, or there are some 1-stop strategy guys, I don't really know. Maybe, no, 2nd pit stop, and where are we on track? Yeah, 24, yes. Points aren't happening today, that's for sure. Even if we get the top 20 we might be lucky. Yes, so currently 30 laps to go, we are in 22nd, but some pit stops still need to happen for the cars ahead and for ourselves. And let's see what happens. Maybe a top 20 if possible, maybe not, we will see. And pit stop incoming in the following lap, and here we are in the pits, yes, lovely, and back on track in a 19th position. So we have made the top 20 for today, but nowhere near the points for today. At the moment we don't have any traffic in front or behind, so that is at least nice. So a boring finish to the race. Hopefully energy is okay, I'm not quite sure, it might be on the limit. And we finished in 19th position. And let's take a look at the race analyze, what really happened today. So we started 11th, and after the first lap in 6th with 65 CT, still some energy left over, so we couldn't use more, and the tires wouldn't allow it either way. Pit stop decent, but not perfectly, and in the end we finished 19th position. Race 6 of the season, qualified in 24th position and lost a couple of positions at the start, but we aren't pushing as it's simply too hot with the very high tire wear that this track has, so the strategy wouldn't be useful anyway. So let's go to the end of the race and see where we finished. We finished in 38th position with a broken engine. And let's check the race analyze to see what happened. And we started the race in 24th position, didn't push because it didn't make sense to me. And in the end the car broke down, which was expected, and finished in 38. And before we go racing, we have a quick weather update, as the upcoming race is finally cold, so that the tires should be pretty fast, but sadly we are at Bremgarten, which is one of my worst tracks of the game. I haven't even scored a single point despite trying to score points, so we'll see what happens. Race 7 of the season, qualified in 17th position, gained the position at the start. Today we are doing the soft 2-stop strategy. Could have gone with extra soft, but I would have been 3 stops, whilst everyone else would be doing a 2-stop strategy today. So let's see what happens. Doesn't look like anything close to points so whatsoever. And yes, pit stop is almost coming up, and here we are into the pits. Yes, lovely. And back out on track in 23rd position. Of course, some cars are doing their pit stops, so we'll see where we are. Yes, definitely haven't lost any positions during the pit stop, so it seems like the strategy is the correct one. But sadly, we just don't have the pace. A driver mistake. I lost a couple of positions and a little bit of time, but overall it doesn't really matter, to be honest, as this season is messed up already. Where are we? Here we are. Pit stop coming up. Second pit stop of the race. Yes, lovely. And a few more cars need to make a stop, I think. And we are in 15th position at the moment. Yes, and I think we will remain in 15th position with a couple of laps left remaining today. Yes, no pressure from behind and not fast enough. Disappointing race. And let's check the race analyze for race 7 of the season. So qualified in 17th position, 65 CT, energy left over, soft 2-stop strategy, the correct strategy, and in the end finished in 15th position. I think that there is only one solution for my problems, and that is hitting the test track. So that's what I'm doing, and we are testing once again for a long time ago, and already did some part of the test, needed to fix the car, and now we are here completing the test session, going for corners, as that is useful for Shanghai in a couple of races time. And test session complete, and we really need to get some more car points, as I have slacked on my testing, and I think I need to spend the money. Thanks for watching, and hope to see you soon, and check out one of these videos if you haven't, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Goodbye!